Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, No School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well and enjoying your weekend. Breaking news just coming in: Cristiano Ronaldo has said he wants to leave Manchester United. Um, a shock to most Manchester United fans, I'd say. A lot of the former players, but to be honest, you'd have to say it was kind of on the cards. They had a dreadful season last season. When I first heard that Ronaldo was coming back for last season, I honestly thought it was going to be really explosive. United were going to be back up there. Naively, I thought that. Obviously, one swallow doesn't make a summer. He couldn't do it on his own, of course. He played quite well, in my opinion. He scored a load of goals for the club. They were playing absolutely shocking, but they actually got worse with him in the team. Take that whatever way you want, but they suffered with him actually in the team, and the balance wasn't there. It's better for himself and for the club that they part ways, my opinion. And I'm sure he realizes that too. Ten Hag is going to be coming in. He has a big challenge ahead of him. Looks like he's going to have to do it, face it without Ronaldo. It's going to be tough start for Ten Hag and Ronaldo now wanting to leave. I mean, it's not exactly a vote of I mean, he's had a great career, and he's had a fantastic career. Started out at United, went to Real Madrid, went to Juventus. They're saying now he's probably going to go back to Italy, back to the Serie A, and back to Napoli. We'll have to see about that. But he's had a fantastic career. He just wants to finish his last years actually competitively playing football and hopefully with a chance of winning something. And he doesn't see that's possible at Manchester United, which I think is fair enough. Before I delve into that further, guys, I just want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel, all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video for me, comment in the comment section below. And if you subscribe, click on the notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content. It is what it is, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo, he wants to leave Manchester United. What does that mean for the rest of the Premier League? Will he actually go to another Premier League club? That is also a possibility. He's being linked with a move to Serie A, back to Serie A. Of course, they came from Juventus the second time around. Maybe go to Napoli. But if another Premier League club came in for him, would he be tempted? I honestly think he would. Manchester City, for example. Liverpool. Imagine him playing in the red of Liverpool. That would really get up United fans' noses. But he is a fantastic player. World class. Arguably the greatest player that ever lived. A goal machine. He's broken all the records. The amount of goals he's scored in the Champions League, he's broken all the records, like I said. So maybe he might stay in the Premier League, but to be honest, the fact he wants to leave says it all. Ten Hag has some mountain to climb coming in. Ronaldo obviously has absolutely no faith in anything that's going on at the club. Like I said, when he joined last season, I was one of the ones that was like, this could really be something here for United. They could get back to their old ways. Not a chance of that happening. It got worse and worse and worse as the season went on. Of course, Harry Maguire was another reason for that. Paul Pogba, I could go on. Really underperforming players all over the field for United. They had an absolute nightmare of a season. Nothing went right for them. I mean, even when Van Framing came in and tried to save things a little bit, as caretaker coach, he had an absolute nightmare as well after Solskjaer left. It's just been one disaster after another for United. Something Ronaldo has been aware of. The career he's had, the teams he's played for, the moments he's had, and to be like such a chastening experience at United for him last season. Couldn't help but feel for him at times. I think he thought when he came back everything was going to work out and be good. There wasn't a chance of that anyway. It was only going to get worse and worse and worse for him, unfortunately. That's the way it turned out. The fact he's putting in now a transfer request and said he wants to leave the club in the summer tells you everything. He couldn't be more unhappy, obviously. He doesn't have faith in Ten Hag coming in. He doesn't have faith in the board. He doesn't believe in any of the other players, obviously. And he's supposed to be very annoyed at the lack of quality transfers. How are United going to react to this? What are they going to do about it? Are they going to try to appease him and keep him at the club? Probably just going to let him go. It remains to be seen. Like I said, this is breaking news. Cristiano Ronaldo has said he wants to leave Manchester United. Clean and clear. He wants to leave the club. That's all there is about it. It's probably a shock to most United fans. Maybe some of them actually saw it coming, the ones that are clued in. I mean, how could he want to stay at the club the way things are? For me, it is what it is. But let's check the news anyway, there, guys. Let's check the sport. Let's see what's going on. Ronaldo wants to leave United. Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United this summer amid concerns he will be unable to compete for the biggest trophies at the club. Transfer Centre Live. Napoli keen on bringing Ronaldo back to Serie A. Napoli are interested in signing Cristiano Ronaldo after the forward told Man United he would like to leave this summer, according to The Athletic. The 37-year-old has concerns over United's lack of transfer business, as well as being unsure whether he will be able to continue competing for the biggest trophies at Old Trafford. While Napoli are set to be keen to bring Ronaldo back to Serie A, other European clubs have reportedly ruled themselves out. Paris Okay, I'm back, guys. But yeah, like I said, United have actually come on and said categorically that Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale, despite him saying that he wants to leave the club. Interesting stuff there. Manchester United insists Ronaldo not for sale despite exit request. Manchester United FC insists Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale and remains under contract for another year, despite the forward telling the club he would like to leave this summer. Ronaldo only returned to Old Trafford last August and scored 24 goals in 38 games last season. But United again ended the season empty-handed and failed to qualify for the Champions League, prompting Ronaldo to seek an exit. Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave United this summer amid concerns he will be unable to compete for the biggest trophies at the club. Yeah, and he's right. I would be concerned too if I was him. The 37-year-old feels the urge to win even more in the twilight of his career, but is understood to feel that may not be possible at Old Trafford next season. Ronaldo is also understood to be concerned that United are yet to make any improvements to the squad in the current transfer window. Yeah, they're not going to keep the player like that. Jamie Carragher, Ronaldo did exactly what I thought he'd do. Sky Sports' Jamie Carragher reacts to the reports that Cristiano Ronaldo has asked to leave Manchester United. Ronaldo did exactly what he thought he would do, score goals but make the team worse. The transfer arrest also kills the idea he turned on Man City because of his love for Man United. Ronaldo has asked to be allowed to leave Manchester United should a Premier League club receive a satisfactory offer in the transfer window. Honestly, if he wants to go, they should let him go. The team needs to be strengthened either way. If he wants to go, they should let him go. It's as simple as that. That's how I see it. A fantastic, fantastic player, of course. He's not at his peak powers. He's not as good as he used to be, but he's a very, very good player. We'll have to see the way that works out, but it's going to be a tough one for United either way. They're in for a very hard season. If he's not around anymore, all the goals he scored, I honestly think he could do well. Manus Gaming, it was a mistake for him to go back to United, in my opinion. Yeah, mine too. And when I heard about it, before the start of the last season, I was honestly concerned because I thought United might get back to somewhere near their best because the great Cristiano Ronaldo was coming. But once Ronaldo was make summer, it was very, very difficult for them last season. He scored a lot of goals, but the team went backward. Their performances got worse and worse and worse as the season went on. They were absolutely shocking. I mean, they finished behind Arsenal. That tells you all you need to know. We didn't exactly set the world on fire. They finished behind us, and they were well off the pace. We were miles ahead of them. They had a shocking season. Ronaldo's worst nightmare came true, and that's all it was about it. And now he wants out. He's eyeing the exit. They're not going to be competitive in the new season. They're not going to win any major trophies. He hasn't got that many years left playing football. He is in shape. He looks after himself, but still, he's not getting any younger. Of course, he wants to achieve something new. He wants to experience new highs and go out on a high and win a couple of trophies domestically. You know what I mean? Which I can understand. Ten Hag, it's probably a bitter blow to him. United, I don't think they're going to let him go that easy. It doesn't seem like they're going to budge and actually let the player leave that easy. I'm sure it came as a shock to them that this news came true, but he's very unhappy that they haven't been doing anything in the transfer window. They haven't been developing things, and to be honest, I can understand why. It makes sense to me. I mean, I know that sounds hard, I know that sounds tough, but if the player's unhappy, they should let the player go. I mean, don't do a Mesut Ozil on it and let him drag his heels in the reserves or on the bench for another year before you let him go. Just amicably split, let the player go. There's a new manager coming in, things could get better. It is what it is. I mean, if he wants to go, just let him go. No point holding him back. Ronaldo wants to leave United this summer. Ronaldo's last appearance was for United, their penultimate game of the season, a 4-0 defeat at Brighton in May. Cristiano Ronaldo wants Manchester United to let him leave the club if they receive an appropriate offer for him this summer. The Portugal forward, 37, returned to Old Trafford from Juventus last summer. However, while he was United's top scorer last season, third in the Premier League, the overall campaign was seen as a big disappointment. United finished sixth in the Premier League, so missed out on Champions League qualification. That means Ronaldo, who has a year left on his United contract plus an optional year, faces playing in the Europa League for the first time. It is not something he's viewing with relish, and the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner feels there could be more attractive options available to him at this stage in his career. And I'd agree with that. He has been linked to Chelsea, but Manchester United, they expect him to stay at the club. But if he wants to go, I mean, they should just let him go, like I said. The former Real Madrid forward is anxious to stress he respects United, but as he enters the final stages of his career, he wants to compete for the biggest prizes. United are yet to comment on Ronaldo's future, although previously this summer sources have been confident that the Portuguese would remain at Old Trafford next season. I wouldn't be too confident of that anymore, to be honest. He's made it clear he wants to leave. While it would be a blow to United's prestige if they were to lose one of their greatest players they have ever had, it would also solve a few issues for new manager Erik ten Hag. Ronaldo clashed with Harry Maguire over the United captaincy last season, while interim boss Ralf Rangnick's desire to implement a pressing game was thwarted by Ronaldo's refusal to fit in with such a system. Although ten Hag has said how much he is looking forward to linking up with Ronaldo, it is not clear how the forwards playing style would fit in with the Dutchman. In addition, Ronaldo is the highest paid player in the Premier League, and his exit would create more scope with United's summer transfer budget. Ronaldo is due to return to the club for pre-season training this week. It is anticipated he will be on their pre-season tour to Thailand and Australia. Interesting stuff. Let me check some of the comments. Don't blame him. Toxic club with a fan base that thinks they have a divine right to win everything, as the majority only chose to support them because they actually did win everything in the 90s. Long may their demise continue. Another player along with Pogba that United should never have re-signed. Look, don't blame him really. Why would he want to spend the last few years of his career in a team that isn't needing rebuilding? Yeah, true. Alright, man. I saw you on my stream earlier. Sorry I had to break it off there. I was kind of on a bit of a mad one, but yeah, I'm back. I'm good. How are you? SSP 20. I think CR7 is going to get a bit of a reality check, but no big club wants him. I'm sure someone will come in for him, though. Maybe he can play for Arsenal, but no, on a serious note. I don't know, do you know, man, but I actually got monetized like 3 weeks ago Finally, after a lot of hard work and effort, I got monetized. But like this video for me, comment in the comment section below. If you want to donate to my channel, do. If you look under the messages here on the right, there's a little dollar bill sign. If you click on that, you can donate $1 or $2 and help me improve my content. I might buy a microphone, this, that, and the other. But yeah, if you can donate $1 or $2, man, please do. I would appreciate it. It's not much, but yeah, I would appreciate it. Let me see. This is fantastic for just reading the comments here, guys. This is fantastic for Manchester United. I hope that the board will release him for free just to make sure he goes. I think Ten Hag has a chance of doing well with Ronaldo gone, especially when Pogba has also left. Thumbs up if you hate Man United. Man United by far the most popular club in the Premier League, unlike the Goldie Pass. Was a goal-scoring side, short for United last season. Best for the incoming manager not to be battling with the shadow of CR7 looming over him. Or another mid-table finish, embarrassing. Not a shock, he must regret ever rejoining United. He's got Europa now, just how he likes it. He's got Ronnie, we'll win the lot. A whole lot of nothing. It will be a blessing in disguise for United. That's Man United relegated then. The rest of their squad can't hit a barn door. Like 2021 when we finished second. Bayern don't sign 37-year-olds like him usually. I'd be shocked if he goes there. Yeah, me too. But it is what it is, man. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. If you like my content, if you're happy with my content, smash the little dollar sign underneath the chat button there, like underneath the chat area. I would appreciate it. $1 or $2 is all it is. All right. More comments. As he enters the final stages of his career, he wants to compete for the bigger prizes. No point staying at United then. Man United are rubbish. Oh dear, it gets worse at the theatre of bad dreams. Soon to be the theatre of nightmares. It's okay, they have Rashford and Greenwood. I can understand this completely. He can't single-handedly drag Man United into contention for trophies. He's ambitious and wants to win more. Really. He doesn't need pots. He wants enjoyment. I realise it's the same club he left. But know who I am, Arian Co. He must be thinking. Such an illustrious career soured by returning to the club that is a shadow of what they once were. Whatever possessed him to return, it's not like he needs the money. They're a dead club. If it's true, then bye-bye. If the player doesn't want to be there, it's pointless keeping him. Too much of this has gone on in the past. The player should never be bigger than the club. Never. These are all the comments coming in, guys. I think CR7 might end up staying or going to Sporting. Jeez, I don't know. Maybe he'll go back to Portugal. The wild card to me is CR7 to Chelsea. Yeah, maybe. More comments here. Mate, it isn't Lingard. If he leaves an eternal club legend and with his head held high. Manchester United relegation battle next season then. Without Ronaldo last year, they would have been down there with Everton, Leeds and Burnley fighting for their lives. No joke. Good player wants to leave dreadful club. Hardly a news story. Was great, now past it. Unsettled the whole squad and cost Ollie his job. Best rid of him. Agent Ronaldo. Don't blame him. As a United fan, when you train with the likes of Rashford, Maguire, etc., you lose motivation. Let him go. United played better football without him anyways. But equally, United need to let go of Rashford, Maguire, McTominay. Not good enough. So much for going back to where he belongs. Which mugs believed that last year? Lukaku was the same with Chelsea, back where I belong. Now the wardrobe has moved back to Italy. Oh man, there's some funny comments coming in now. McManus Gaming. I think he'll go back to Sporting, see his career out there. Who's going to sign him? One of the big European clubs will go for him. Maybe Arsenal could go for him. I would like to see that. Arsenal actually signing him. That would be fun. Glory Hunters from the 90s crying. As than 12 months ago, he said, Manchester United is a club that is also a special place in my heart. He was either not telling the truth or it's not the club he remembered. Don't worry, my newer fans, you still have Maguire and Rashford. Marseille is coming home. Of course he does. He's a big player at a little club that is only getting smaller. He knows talent there gets worse. So once out before his association with the failed club makes him unhireable at a club that can compete. Should never have come back. Off you go, sunshine. Complete vanity signing when it happened. All fur coat and no knickers, indicative of the larger problems at United over the last 10 years. From Sanchez playing the piano to Pogba. Yeah, been an absolute car crash in the transfer market. More interested in marketing than how a player fits at the club. Yeah, a lot of tough talking there, but it's true, to be honest. Thank you to everybody for your comments. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you to McManus Gaming for tuning in. If you haven't already, guys, check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe to his channel and click on the notifications bell. Of course, comment in the comment section below on his videos. Thank you also to SSP28 for tuning in. Good to have you along, guys. But yeah, crazy story about Ronaldo, to be honest. Another comment, I'm somewhat confused. I thought Boomer FC was supposed to be buying players. Oh, well, at least you've got Marseille coming back. Lucky they've got quality replacements in the world-class Rashford and Sancho. Fergie must be distraught at the goings-on at Old Trafford. The club has fallen a long way down since his departure and is still falling. Kellogg's Keegan, a long way continue. Size 6, boom. Harry, they still have McTominay, but that's their level of delusion. They brought RWB, Maguire, Sancho, Ronaldo, etc. and Redcap was growing back to where we belong. Through the stalker, a generation of young United fans listen to old men living in the past. All empires fall and fade into myth. Lingard's available. Way past his best and Ten Hag wouldn't put up with his tantrums. Simply would have been fighting relegation without De Gea and Ronaldo's goals last season. Nobody wants to sign up to that circus. It's career suicide. Would be a good signing for Everton. I am Ronaldo and I am bigger than Manchester United. Yeah, there's a bit of truth in that probably. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. More comments. Not a single quote in this article. In tomorrow's Man United non-story, T Lady wants to leave Man United canteen to join Greg's. That's rolls there. In my opinion, this is Ronaldo saying I might not get a game under Ten Hag. And about gracefully, everyone's a winner. No manager needs to implement his philosophy and style without the circus. Man United are in a transitional phase, but they'll be back. Back in the championship, we hope. Tiresome rubbish. Dream tech up, hand over mouth. More greed, and why don't these people just off, please? Poor Simon Stone, he must be in utter meltdown. And if that Dutch geezer was about to sign from Barcelona, why should he bother? As a Man United fan, it is fair to say that he didn't return to the club expecting a dismal season just gone. He's coming towards the end of his career, so I would like to thank him for that season and his previous time at the club. To wish him the very best at whichever club he joins. All level-headed football fans will acknowledge that the guy is one of the greatest players of all time. Yeah, he is. He's a fantastic, fantastic player. He's broken all the records, the amount of goals he's scored, the trophies he's won. You can't complain about that. I mean, no one can say anything against that. Ron found out too late. Not the same club. No Sir Alex to guide the law reprobates. Mind you, Giggsy might have missed the bullet points. Ron had his own problems, mind you. Came back to Man United and know who I am, Ari. With dodgy kids. He needs out of Dodge quick to secure his legacy. Who wouldn't want to leave that dump? American Retirement League beckons. Yeah, maybe so. He'd actually go to the United States, make a nice bit of money. That can be his last club. Two top young players do not go to United. They are another AC Milan. They spend big on average players. He came back to a totally different club. Everything that he's achieved was almost undone in one season. Time for him to go. Maybe this will stop other fools screaming, see you on nights out now. Who can blame him? Better off playing for a world-class club. The Manchester United comedy show continues. British best sitcom over the past decade. Ronaldo should stay as he would not miss out on a chance of winning a BAFTA. Frustrating that the writer doesn't provide a source for this story. Was it just a case of Simon Says? Why would any player with any ambition want to join them? Oof. I think he's thinking if they're a lost cause and he's ruining his career playing there. Yeah, I think so too. United, not Leeds. Spell check on my phone. I understand joining, man. I get it. Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely. Ryan City go. Ronaldo wants to be in the Champions League, not in the Europa League, so that's why Ronaldo wants to leave. Man United are doomed. Yeah, they are definitely. Times are changing in football. Arsenal and United are no longer where they used to be. We're a long way off that. Now it's all about Manchester City and Liverpool. Spurs are pushing strong. There's other teams coming through. Leicester don't have a bad team. Crystal Palace don't have a bad side. Yeah, it's a tricky one. No doubt about it. But yeah, who's he going to go to? Do you think then Ryan City? Who do you think he's going to go to then if he leaves United? I mean, is he going to stay in the Premier League or is he actually going to go to Serie A, as has been rumored? Must going to big up this channel, guys. If you haven't already, check out Ryan City Go's channel, like his videos, subscribe to his channel. Don't forget to click on the notifications bell. You can notified every time this man uploads content. Excuse me, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hope you've had a nice day so far. Yeah, that you're looking forward to the Sunday. Let's see what else the comments are about Ronaldo. I don't think there are too many clubs willing to pay sort of wages for an aging superstar. He's not really the future for any club now. The illustrious Passport probably should be heading to the US for one final payday. What an absolute load of BBC nonsense. Refused to fit in. I'm sure this wasn't the case. However, who could blame him anyway? He is more of a footballing brain than our interim boss showed. Come to City, lad. You wouldn't even need to move house. Imagine an attacking lineup of Haaland, Ronaldo, De Bruyne, and Foden. Well, there's a surprise. Ronaldo's only about me, and not interested in the team. Another comment, best move for all parties. Man United's problems seem to start from the time Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at the club last season. If he thinks he's bigger than the club or the manager, he has no place there. Man United must decide on the basis of that. Get rid of him now. If he is likely to be a disruptive influence like Pogba was, keep him if he will play in accordance with the manager's tactics and wishes. Yeah. Man United's problem started when they offered David Moyes a job. This season is going to be disastrous for United. Can't wait. Probably the manager will steady the ship. May not win at all, but he will get rid of some weasels. Mixed feelings when he re-signed. Of course, he's United legends, but we should have been looking forward rather than another marquee signing by our utterly inept recruitment people like Falcao, Zlatan, Cavani. Great players, but should have been signed 5 to 10 earlier or not at all. Having said that, Cristiano Ronaldo was our best player by a long way last term, so what does that say about the rest of them? Mid-table at best without him. That is what it is. I can see Ronaldo returning to Serie A. I think Napoli will want to sign Ronaldo, which would be great for Ronaldo. Ronaldo had the chance to sign for City, but chose United because Fergie called him and changed his mind. He regrets listening to Fergie now. I know I would. Ronaldo should have signed for Man City. Would have won the Premier League title. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he would have won a Premier League title there. No doubt about it. I'd take him at Watford in a heartbeat. He's that good. Still a brilliant player. I hear that in the contract for the next club, he has stipulated that an AN124 be hired to bring his collection of mirrors to his new residence. I don't blame him. The standards have dropped so far below par. Rats leaving the sinking ship. Back to Rashford and Martial. Rashford does not create, and Martial is like a statue. United are finished. Good idea for both club and player. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Ronaldo's on his way out of United. Simple as that. He wants out. He's not going to stay. James Dunlop, Skool, hope you're well, mate. No shock on the Ronaldo news to me. Nah, it was coming, to be honest. Why would he want to stay? I hope you're keeping well anyway, man. But the season United had last season, Okay, he scored, I think, 24 goals for them. But the season they had last season was an absolute unmitigated disaster. It went from bad to worse. In fairness, he did his best. Maybe he took a little bit from the club, the way he wouldn't fit in with Ralph Rangnick's strategy and tactics. He just point blank refused to. But his goals did help them out a lot. And him and De Gea held the team together when they were absolutely crumbling. But their league finish, and the manner of it, they got absolutely slaughtered, I think, by Brighton on the last day of the season, 4-0. And that's the kind of thing that was happening to them then. So you can't really can't compare that with anything. I don't blame him for leaving. I think he's right to want to go. He wants to end his career on a high. It was a disaster last season, let's face it. And he had clashes on and off the training ground with people, Harry Maguire in games, the captaincy, this, that, and the other. Harry Maguire is not fit to clean his boots. You know what I mean? In my opinion. So why anybody would listen to him is absolutely beyond me. Just so you know, James, I actually got monetized like 3 weeks ago. So on the little message bar here, there's a little dollar bill sign. If you want to click on that, it donates $1 to me. Help me improve my content. Maybe buy a microphone or something. Be my guest. Feel free. But yeah, once you support my channel is all that matters. I don't really care about that. Just like this video for me anyway. And that'll be enough. Everton signed James Tarkowski. Good player. Wow, they did well. James Dunlop. Ten Hag has a huge job on his hands and he needs time and patience. But patience isn't really associated in football these days now. Yeah, it is what it is. Ten Hag has a huge job on his hands and he needs time, patience, resources. Yeah. They're going to have to give him a bit of time. He's going to have to try to get things done. But United have a lot of players at the team that need to be shown the door. It's as simple as that. Ronaldo's going to be on the way out. That's if United would actually let him go. They're kind of fighting it. I don't think it's going to be that easy for him to leave the club. But let's see what happens. Thank you for tuning in, James. I appreciate it. Silvestra. Even Laporta said today that Frankie is going to stay. He doesn't want to leave. United are in shambles. Oof. James Dunlop, thoughts on Jesus to Arsenal? Good signing, I'd say, but we need a lot more. Yeah, that seems to be the common consensus, man. He's not a bad signing, you know. He's got a lot of goals in him. Actually have a lot of time for the player. I think he'll do a good job, but we're nowhere near where we need to be. And Spurs are really showing us up for what we are. They're outdoing us in the transfer market completely again this season. They have strengthened the team beyond belief. Obviously, the main strength for them is Antonio Conte, being the manager. But the players they brought in fit perfectly into the squad, into their system, and what Conte wants. And in Richarlison, he is a fantastic player. That's probably the signing of the season, if you ask me. Richarlison to Spurs. 60 million. It's a bargain for a player like him. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. We just have to see what happens. But hopefully, things will work out for us. But definitely, if we don't strengthen the defence and the midfield, we're gone. No amount of firepower, no amount of Jesus is going to help us. We lost Lacazette and Aubameyang, like, out of nowhere, they're gone now. That's it. We move forward. But if we don't strengthen the midfield and the defence, we're absolutely gone. It's as simple as that. There's no more to say about it. It's going to be very, very difficult for us after that. 110%. It's going to be tricky for us to come back after that. We need to do more. We need to buy more. Ronaldo saying he's been unhappy that United have not been active in the market. Arsenal is saying maybe we should buy Ronaldo. Maybe that's a possibility. Will he stay Premier League or will he go foreign? Who knows? He should have went to Manchester City when he came to the Premier League. He would have won the league title last season with them. United were gone. They were not at the races at all. I don't know, was he paying attention to what was going on with the team? Was he actually aware of how bad they had become? I'm sure now he is. Simple as that. They're done and dusted. I don't know. I can't see any way back for them anyway in the short term. Ten Hag has a really, really lot of work to do. He has his work cut out for him, as they say. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, it is what it is. No more to say about it. Sad that Richarlison is gone, but he deserves to be more into a better team. he can't afford what he wants. Tottenham might be the ones to watch this upcoming season. Yeah, they're going to be a real threat. To a better team, I was supposed to say. Yeah, I understand what you were supposed to say, but yeah, sorry that he left anyway. That can be a bit of a downer. But he did a lot for Everton. He was a very good player for them. What's your thought on Rafinha rejecting Chelsea and Arsenal, even though they have a better offer than Barca? He still only wants to go to Barcelona. Well, it's a player's market, isn't it? He can really do what he wants, to be honest. I think he's a fantastic player. I would be delighted if Arsenal signed him. But that's never going to happen. Chelsea, he rejected them. I wasn't aware of that. I definitely thought he was going to go to Chelsea, to be honest, because they had much more putting power than Arsenal. But Arsenal aren't at the races at the moment, so we can't really kind of compete. It is what it is, we just can't compete at that level, to be honest, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I suppose. It could be worse, you know what I mean? But at least we got Jesus, but we really need to strengthen all around. Of course, the news that Matteo Gunduzi is going to stay permanently on at Marseille. I knew that coming. I saw it was going to happen. Obviously, the falling out he had with Mikel Arteta, there was no way back for him in Arsenal. But maybe we can get Saliba back in. That would be a real bonus for the team. Needless to say. Going to wrap this up, I think, on the 40-minute mark, guys. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into my live stream. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to James. Thank you to Ujwal. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you to Ryan City Go. Thank you, of course, to my man McManus. Thank you to SSP28. I recently got monetized like 3 weeks ago, guys. So if you want to click on the little dollar sign, it's underneath the message bar here on the right hand side. You can just click like $1 or $2. Support the old school gunner. I would appreciate it. Or after the video, just press the thanks button. You can do the same thing and get a super chat. I would appreciate it. I see us now linked with Canabry. Yeah, I heard about Canabry, but I don't think that's going to happen. As Rafinha rejected us, is there really cigar to sign Canabry? I'd love to see him back to the club. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I don't think it's going to happen in any way, shape, or form. I just can't see that materializing. I would love to see him back at the club too, as he's a player I like, and he's an incredible player now. Serious player. He's developed into a very, very good player, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest, unfortunately. Which was the rest? From India, old school. Peace, man. I hope you're having a good evening, and I hope things are well. I don't know what time it is over there in India, but yeah, hope you're doing well for yourself, man. Things are good. Yeah, there's a lot to think about, guys. It's going to be a very, very, very interesting season for Arsenal, but we definitely need to strengthen in many different areas. Maybe we can buy Cristiano Ronaldo and have him up front with Jesus. Strange things have happened, but we definitely need to strengthen our defence and our midfield. Absolutely no doubt about it. Without that, we're done. We're dusted. Nothing's going to come of it. So we just have to see the way things go. It is what it is, unfortunately. It's going to be a tough season. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, we just have to see things work out. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. A lot of people still watching, but I'm going to knock it on the head. Relax for the rest of the night before I go to sleep. I want to thank everybody for your continued support. Thank you to everybody for tuning into my live stream. If you want to donate a little bit of money to me, guys, this is the last time I'm going to say it now. I keep pushing it. I recently got monetized. Underneath the message bar, it's like a little dollar sign. You can donate $1 or $2 to me. And help me put some bit of money into my channel and maybe get a microphone, this, that, and the other, and increase the quality of my content. But thank you for your continued support. Like this video for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And be sure to click on the notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content. What now for Ronaldo? What now for Arsenal? Who's to say? It's going to be an interesting couple of days, that's for sure. I don't think United are going to let Ronaldo go without a fight. Maybe Arsenal can buy him. Can I be to Arsenal? Not on the cards. Rafinha? Not on the cards. But let's see what happens, guys, for the rest of the transfer window. And hope we can get a couple of good players in, because we need them badly. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in. Big up to my man McManus, Ryan City Go, Ujwal, James Dunlop. Thank you for tuning in. SSP28 too. Thank you to everyone. And take it easy, guys. And see you next time.